Hi, if you have the question, I bought the wrong curriculum and now what am I going to do? Well, that's what I would like to talk to you about today. That could mean a lot of things. It could mean that you bought the wrong Oikos curriculum and that perhaps you didn't do the assessment beforehand and your child came out of grade 4, so you bought the grade 5 book. You didn't realize that actually you need to do the assessment on the free assessment on the Oikos website to be sure that you are getting the right curriculum. So for whatever the reason, you've bought the wrong curriculum now, and now you don't know what to do. Well, what I suggest is, first of all, you communicate with us and you just let us know what the problem is, and we will obviously do everything we can to help to rectify that. It might cost you a little because maybe you need to return the wrong book and then you have to pay for the courier for it to be returned. And then there's a handling fee, a small percentage, because clearly it all's going to take time and money. So we hope you don't make the wrong choice in the first instance. But if you do, we're here to help you to fix that. However, this bought the wrong curriculum might have nothing to do with having bought the wrong Oikos resource, but maybe you bought an entire other curriculum altogether. And after a bit of time of using it, you're going, oh my goodness, I've made a mistake. On that topic now, I would like to suggest that you consider the following. First of all, if you're going to keep plowing on with that curriculum that is not working for you, it might actually have more damaging effect than the money you might have lost with changing curriculum. We obviously don't encourage a lot of chopping and changing because that's also not good. But if you have bought the wrong curriculum and now you're in this position, I'm going to ask you to consider whether changing curriculum isn't going to be actually better in the long run than trying to press through to the end of the year using the wrong curriculum. Furthermore, you don't have to actually see that as a complete financial loss, because whatever curriculum you've bought, you can maybe slot into another curriculum. So let's say you bought a curriculum that has a lot of beautiful books, and now you're going to go with a curriculum that doesn't have lots of lovely, colorful books, but the content of that particular curriculum is suiting you better. Well, you can always use the colorful books you bought previously along the way. You can add them to your home educating library, because all home educators end up having quite a good own personal library, which is good. It's an investment that you've made into your own family. So instead of going to the library and getting out the books and putting them back, you're actually developing your own home library, which there's no harm in that, I don't believe. So that's one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is think about the bigger picture, as in you might have invested a whole lot in what you think is wrong now, but rather look at what the total amount is for the next couple of years of education. You might find that what you have paid is equal to or even better than the value you would have got if you had put your children into a private school, for example. So I'm asking you to think of it a little bit more broadly than just the devastation of, oh my goodness, I've invested in all this and it's not actually working for us. So please relax about it. Rather focus on getting what is right for your family, even though it might end up costing you a bit as you find your way, because that can happen. We all make mistakes, and maybe it's not even a mistake. Maybe it's just part of the process, part of the journey. So don't agonize too much over it. Let me also add this. If you think you bought the wrong curriculum and you actually don't have the funds now, the budget is all used up in the wrong curriculum, that's also okay, because what you can also do is put aside what's not working and just take a bit of a break and learn naturally, use what you have, spend a bit of time just regrouping and settling down and using the pieces that you find are working for you, and wait until the funds are there again to purchase what you think would be better suited for your family. Let me remind you, you don't need to be spending a lot of money on many things. In fact, I spoke to Kathy Lacordia a little while ago, who's a veteran home educator, and she said that was her regrets, was having spent too much money on unnecessary resources. So let me just remind you of that, to keep it simple, to only get the essentials. And so if you have bought a whole lot that's not working and you have to put it aside and actually trim it down and use as little as possible, that's also okay.